ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Little Josie Vlogs. Now, you gotta excuse me today, I'm not feeling 120% as I usually am. Maybe I'm gonna be even more articulate, because guess what? I still read the comments and people still say that I sound drunk. I'm like, maybe I'm just a very lazy speaker. Maybe I'm just Rocky Balboa, you feel me? Adrian! Okay, sorry, last impression. That was the end of that. There have been speculation going around that, oh, Filthy Frank is ending because a couple of reasons. First, he took off that he says he makes a dumb show on his Twitter, and second, he took off the YouTube link. But it seems a bit contradicting to me because people also on Twitter have said, hey, Joji, where them new videos at? Where them dank videos at, bro? Where the spicy memes at? And Joji's like, hey, give me like 2 minutes, fam. I'm working on it. Yeah, it's a little weird because he hasn't made videos in a couple of months. I don't think people could really get upset about it because he did try to make a video. He was like, oh, I had a video edited, deleted. Like I said, what was it? I don't even remember when that video was. Was it the last video that I made or was it two videos ago? Anyway, I think it was like 2 videos ago. I had the same issue, but you see, I have no life. The creator of Filthy Frank has been busy with a lot of things, including the music. I think mainly the music. He's been very busy with the music. Doesn't have time to actually sit down and make videos. When you don't have, 1, the time to make videos, 2, if you're Filthy Frank, you can afford to not make videos. Like, there was like a time where he like did this hiatus, and that's when I was like, it was like a year or 2 ago. It was a while ago. He just didn't make videos for a long time. I was like, where's this guy? Or maybe that was when he switched from disaster music to Filthy Frank, and I was like, where is this guy? That being said, I think we all need to understand that if he hasn't released an official statement, then there's little reason to speculate. Little reason. I'm not saying no reason, but little reason. I came up with a list with 10 reasons why Filthy Frank shouldn't end. And of course, at the end of this video, I'm gonna come up with a reason why Filthy Frank should just end it. So, let's start with number 1. He's filthy. I mean, if it isn't already obvious, this guy is called Filthy Frank. Now, if you recall back to the old videos, the most shock factor that Filthy Frank's videos ever had was just him spitting fake vomit. But over the years, Filthy Frank grew the balls that I would never grow and mustered the courage to get his good old pal Max Mofo to throw up into one of those cake thingies, and they made a cake out of his vomit. Of course, respectively mixed with cake ingredients, so that cake was not the worst thing. And of course, after that, he made hair cake and so on and so forth. Filthy Frank is a very disgusting character. He's probably one of the grossest things. Like, people can do gross things on YouTube, but Filthy Frank was the purestly gross and disgusting and filthiest thing on the internet. Number 2, worst content. Yep. I said it. Me making this video right here is saying that Filthy Frank has the worst content. Now, if you guys don't remember, back in the day, Filthy Frank used to sit down. He used to be a storytime YouTuber. If you don't remember the storytime YouTube stuff, well then, I mean, it's still up on the Disaster Music channel, so you can go tell it. But really, I don't have any good claims for saying that he has the worst content. If anything, he probably has the best content. I bet he's one of the YouTubers that get his stuff taken down from YouTube more than anyone. Just look at the Disaster Music channel. He even said it himself. He was saying that the channel could barely stand on its own 2 feet from how many copyright strikes and everything that he made. So I mean, hey, Josie's the opposite day. Shh, hey, quiet, please. Number 3. His videos are cancer. And why do I say they're cancer? Why? They spread all over the internet like a disease full of molecules that you don't even want to take part in. And yet you find yourself slowly falling into the abyss of that is the Filthy Frank show. On top of that fact, Filthy Frank himself has throat cancer. Why do we go back and watch him every time he uploads a video instead of getting him help? Why? Because his YouTube is cancer and we don't want to get him help because we just love to spread it all across the internet like the disgusting and sorry fans that we are. Number 4, his show is 20 types of disease ridden. I don't think there's any other YouTuber on YouTube whose videos are 20 types of disease ridden. Now, I know that like that's my goal, but right now we're only at like 2. And one of them is me, because like I have allergies right now, so I mean, what is the point of ending a show that's 20 types of disease ridden? Like, my guy, you've reached the top tier here. Like, you can't just go. Number 5, Japanese 101. Now, I know that over the years, Filthy Frank has been doing the Japanese 101. It all started off with Safari Man and his Hatodagu. I think that everybody throughout the years, we've all learned a little bit of Japanese, even if we don't watch anime all the freaking time, not me. We all learned a little bit of Japanese. For me, my favorites have been Kokujin, Ketsu Tabaru, and Shine. Oh yeah, and Chinko and Manko. If the Filthy Frank show ends, who's gonna teach us Japanese? Like, in fact, you know, it's kind of due for another Japanese 101, but who am I to tell Filthy Frank what to do? I'm just saying this list because, you know, I really love Filthy Frank. Number 6. What happened to Safari Man, Frank? Why did you leave Safari Man behind, Frank? I've been watching enough Naruto to learn that those who abandon the mission are scum. But those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. I know you watched it, Frank. You left him like that. And where's Salamander Man? Number 7, the Undying Meme. Now, I have a short story to share with you, my boy Frank. Okay, so one time I was taking care of a couple of kids, and I was telling them about, you know, the Filthy Frank lore and explaining the story to them, because, you know, in drawings, because they like the drawing thing. So this is how you know you're an Undying Meme. They later stole one of their relatives' phones and they were looking through it, and of course they came up to me and they said, "Nobody gives a shit." And I was like, oh my gosh, you're like 8! Dude, I was not okay when a little kid told me this. You know that you're an Undying Meme when they go on Google, they type in Filthy Frank, and all there is memes. All over the internet, I see these memes. I'm watching my YouTube videos, and all I hear is "con lo terrorista," like, end it! End the meme! Actually end that meme. I'm tired of the Harlem Shake. You know, like, fortunately for me, I was a fan of Filthy Frank before the Harlem Shake. I'm not like bragging or anything, but oh my gosh, I'm just glad that it was before this, because when I found out that was him, I was like, okay, please kill that meme. Although my favorite meme, however, is "it's time to stop." That I also see all over the internet. And also, if you know any other Filthy Frank memes that won't leave your life, like the Harambe song, please just leave that in the comment, because I want to know what other memes are out there. But I think I covered the biggest ones. Number 8, the ugliest boy. With a face like that, Frankie boy, there's only like a select few of people that can actually love that face. And yeah. You know, I always wondered what Filthy Frank looked like without glasses, and then I found out Filthy Frank was in it. Number 9. Who will force people to do the stupidest stuff on YouTube? I know that there was a time where Jackass existed, and they kind of went out, like, where are you guys? Where did you guys go? One of the most disturbing things I actually ever saw on Jackass was Steve-O getting a hook put through his face. They used him as bait and then they fished him out. So then I get on YouTube, I get on Too Damn Filthy, and I see Filthy Frank putting freaking hooks in people's faces. Now, where you went wrong is that hook was a little too small and it had that little end. But who am I to judge? I'm not the one who was doing it. The Cake series, I'm pretty sure if Frank hadn't done it, Jackass would have done it later. Like, I feel like they're on the same horizontal plane of thinking here, and Filthy Frank just brings it to the table. Filthy Frank makes it available for everybody to watch on YouTube. You don't have to turn on a TV. You don't have to type it on the internet trying to look for Jackass 3D, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna make people do the dumbest stuff on YouTube after the Filthy Frank show ends? It ain't gonna be me, cause vomit and me do not go together. What if that's like the way that he would notice me? Like, what if I just like threw up? He seems to like people who throw up. You know what I mean? Number 10. I'll finally be able to go to sleep at night once the Filthy Frank show ends. That's right. I won't have to think anymore about the time that Dad ate the worm. I won't have to see Chin Chin in my dreams when I try to go to sleep. At 3 in the morning, I won't have to hear, "Hey, essay, I broke into your car." It's an unfortunate time, you know? It's been a rough 4 years since I've been a fan of Filthy Frank. But I mean, if the Filthy Frank show ends, what's the point in sleeping anyway, you know? Alright, and the one reason, I didn't even want to get to this part, but the one reason why the Filthy Frank show should end is if the creator of the Filthy Frank show deems it fit. Yeah, I'm a fan and all, but like if he says it's time to end the show, then, you know, like Seinfeld, it's time to end the show. In my opinion, it's better to burn out than fade away, like the good old Kurt Cobain said, for my Nirvana fans out there. If he decides to one day say, hey, this is the end, my friend, then who am I to say, hey, Filthy Frank, I have 10 reasons on this cat notebook as to why you should stay. But despite all those reasons, I love the Filthy Frank show, obviously, and I think that it should continue, but if the creator says, hey, it's over, then, you know, shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt, suck my dick. Why do you have those 1010 looking buttons? You know I don't like 1010. I thought you said in your last video that you liked 1010. Who called you here? I've come here because you called me and I'm here to make some music. I just lived through like 3 realms. I'm here to make music. Why else would I be here?